Hey there, Karina here from Delegate to Succeed. I'm a former teacher turned certified Dubsado specialist, and in this video, I'm going to talk about client portals in Dubsado. So we'll talk about what is a client portal, how do you set it up, how do you activate it, passwords for the portal, how do you send it or how do you send the information to the client, and how can you customize it. So, what is the client portal? The client portal is basically where clients have access to all their forms, appointments, emails, and invoices, all in one place. So let's begin by looking at how you can customize the portal. Let's dive in. So when you're at your dashboard, you would click Settings and Portal. And right here, you'll see that you can include a portal welcome message. I have mine checked to hide it, but I'm going to uncheck it. And right here, you'll see the default message is welcome to your client portal. So that would show up on the left-hand side. So let's look at my client portal. Again, I have created an entire banner across the top in Canva, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But if I had not, and I left the welcome message unchecked, it would show up right here on the left-hand side. So please consider, if you do choose to edit this message, please consider that everyone will be able to see whatever you choose to type in here. You cannot customize the welcome message client by client. So I'm going to check it again because I want to hide it. Next is the portal projects label. You can override this or you can change it. The default message or label is projects. And if we go back to this portal, that's referring to this tab right here. So you could change that to sessions. Really, you can choose whatever you would like. It just depends on what your business or industry is. So then next, let's look at logo. You can upload a logo here, and if you choose to, it needs to be 200 by 100 pixels. But please understand you cannot adjust the size of the logo. So that will kind of lead into the next part. I created a portal banner in Canva, and you can do that and then upload that here. If you do choose to create a portal banner, the desktop size should be 1800 by 200 pixels. So let's go back again. That is including what the portal banner is, this whole piece across the top. And when we were discussing the logo and saying that you could not change the size if you upload the logo, if you include it in the banner that you create, perhaps in Canva or outside of Dubsado, then you could choose what size you would like. But when you do create this banner, please think about the message, any information that you want to have seen. I recommend including it on the left-hand side because as you can see, it is cut off sometimes on the right-hand side. You can also create a portal mobile device banner. If you do that, you need it to be 700 by 400 pixels. So I said that you cannot individualize or customize the welcome message client by client, but you can create a different banner for each client, a portal banner. And to do that, you would go to Utilities, Address Book, click on the client or the project you want to upload a different portal banner. So right here, you would upload one here. So you can create a different portal banner for each client. You just cannot customize the welcome message. So let's go back to those portal settings. And now let's look at the colors. So the portal banner color, that would refer to if you did not create a banner, then instead of this banner being across the top, there would be a solid color across the top. So you can choose what color by entering a color hex code here. The portal banner font color would be the color of the welcome message and the logout link. So my welcome message will not show because I have it checked to hide it, but you can see right here the logout link. So I have it set to white. So you can change that here by entering a color hex code. So the portal summary header color is going to refer to these tabs here. And then the portal summary header font color is referring to the font, or the color, I should say, that you see inside these tabs. So just consider that when you're choosing your color, because you want to make sure it's a color that can be seen. Okay, so now let's talk about setting up the client portal, because really as soon as a client is a part of your system, they already have a client portal. It's just you need to make them aware of it. You need to activate it and then make them aware of it. So there are actually two ways you can activate it. You can do it manually and through a workflow, but I'm going to begin by showing you how to activate a client's portal manually. So let's go over here to the left and select projects. Select on the project or client. And then if you scroll down here, you can see here, mine is actually already activated. You can click here. I could deactivate it. So basically when you activate it, you're allowing the client to have access to it. It unlocks the portal, but it doesn't send anything. So be sure to make it active before you send an email about the portal. And make sure that you're when you send, you have access to their portal, that they receive the link and the password after you've activated it. Okay, so let's also talk about the password here. Right here, you can click to set one. The default password is actually their email address. So if you want to automate activating the portal, I would advise leaving this as it is. So when you don't have a password set up, when they go to their client portal, they will just use their email address. So I do have my workflows activate the portal. So therefore, I don't create a password. I just have them use their email address. But if you want a specific password, you would need to enter it here manually. So then once you've activated it and either manually chosen a password or decide to leave it as it is, you need to let the client know about it. You need to send an email with the login information. So you can do that here. You can click send, and as you'll notice, an email will pop up, an email composer. So, and it has the information for the client portal. But let me show you where you could customize this email. So I'm going to get out of here for just a minute. You would go to canned emails, edit templates, and the one send portal. So if you choose to come in here and edit or customize this email, just make sure that it has the portal, the smart field for the portal link, and the smart field for the password, because they're going to need to know what their portal link, or how to get there. They're going to need the link to get there, and then they'll need to know what their password is. And so Dubsado with these smart field links will automatically populate this information for them. Okay, so let's go back, whoops, to our projects. I had to stop and think for a minute what I was doing. So once again, you can send here, and it will have the link to send them with the password. Okay, so if you send it through a workflow, you could over here under canned emails, you could create a new canned response, and just be sure that you have the portal, the smart field for the portal link and the smart field for their password. Okay, so let's go back now and kind of look at what it looks like and what all is involved in it. So you can see up here, again, that was my banner. And then we have the tabs home, projects, emails, and profile. Here, the business information will show. It can have your business name, your business email. It can include the phone number. So if you do, you can see that I don't have it there. So if you don't want your email to, your phone number to show up here, be sure when you're in the brand specific settings that you just remove your phone number. So things that will not, again, I've told you the things that they can have access to, they'll have access to all their forms, any questionnaires, proposals, all of those things will be in here. They'll have access to all the emails, the communication back and forth, as long as the link isn't broken, as long as all those emails and communication is done back and forth within Dubsado. They will have access to appointments and all their invoices here. but things that will not appear are project notes, call logs, and tasks that you did not share with the client. So if we go back to, actually, I'm going to cancel this, go back to the settings. We did not discuss that we can share the client portal on our website. So you can embed your portal login on your website. If you embed it, or if you send this public link, you do need to set a specific password. They will use their email address and the password if you embed this or send the public link. But then you can use this code to embed it on your website. Okay, I believe I have given you an overall view of what the client portal is, what it does, how you can activate it. We talked about the passwords, sending it to the client, and ways you can customize it. If you have any questions, need more information, or need help setting up that Dubsado account, visit my website at delegatetosucceed.com.